Hey folks, thanks for watching and welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to do a video on this Mackie ProFX mixer that I just got. This video will have a quick unboxing, show you some of the features. There's already a ton of videos on this unit, so I didn't want to belabor that. My main focus with this video was to show you how to go about recording isolated guitar tracks on this, because for me that was a key thing. I'll also show you how to hook it all up, and if you want to be able to do YouTube and you want to record your voice and also playing, you'll see those connections and how to do that. So but again, the main thing was how to record a isolated guitar track using Audacity. So there was one video that was out there that explained this, but with a different unit. It was the 10 channel. This is the 6 channel. It's a little bit different, so if anyone buys this unit, I'm hoping this will help you out. All right, cheers. All right, it has arrived. The Mackie ProFX version 3. I'm gonna unbox this and hook it up and yeah, see what it's all about. Okay, so we open it up, and what do we got? Okay, it's like an instruction manual. Keep this card. Okay, so looks like there's some downloadable software that you can have with this. Okay, and here's the unit. Okay, there we go. Not a very big footprint, which is perfect. Okay, let me take this out of the bag, and I'll be right back. Here's another couple things that you get with it. You've got your let me take this out of the box. You have an adapter here, power supply. Okay, and okay, that's really cool. You got like a barrel connector there, so I don't know if you can see that, but you can connect that and then twist it on, so that your power doesn't pop out, which is really cool because I'm replacing this with a Behringer that it's notorious for the power cable coming out, so that's very cool. And the other thing that's very cool is they supply, you get your own, they supply the a USB. Okay, which some of them don't. The one I just mentioned didn't. So yeah, so it's cool. All right, so I'm going to connect this up, plug it in, and so this is completely new for me, just so you know, and I'm kind of a newbie when it comes to the whole mixer. I do have an old Behringer that I've barely used any features of, so anyways, but we'll see how far I get. All right, cheers. Okay, so I've got it all hooked up. So what I have here is I have an XLR that's coming from a microphone, a condenser mic, that's going into channel 1, and then I have cable coming from direct out of my amplifier in channel 2. And if you look, you're going to see high Z buttons here. That would be if you wanted to connect the guitar direct. Those would be there, and then there's a little EQ cutoff thing, and then you have your gains, your EQs, and so on for each channel, and you can have it set up so you can put 2 inputs and pan to the left and pan to the right on channel 2. The other thing I use this for is, you know, so I do podcasting, so that's what that's all about, and sometimes I play as well. The other thing I use this thing for is recording onto tracks and things. Oh, and by the way, these are my monitors. Right there's one that's connected. to my speaker. So the other thing that I do with this that I figured out yesterday in recording is sometimes I'll get tracks sent to me. People are kind enough to ask me to play on some of their stuff, and I managed yesterday to figure out how to record and not have the original track basically bleed onto my playing. So in other words, I have an isolated guitar track, and that all comes down to the USB connection that is on the back. I should mention there's the USB connection there, and there's the power supply, which is a twist on, so that doesn't pop out, which is great. Now, in order to do that, what you have to do is, I'm talking about recording again in an isolated guitar track, is you have to hit the phones button, the two phones down, which now outputs from here. Now you can plug in a headset there, which I plugged in mine, and it was all distorted. So what I did as a cheat is I took one of these monitors and I put it in there instead. So I was listening to the track being played on my laptop right here, and also heard my guitar simultaneously, but it was only recording the guitar, and it wasn't recording the track. So the key to that again is hitting this, and then if you see below here, I have a blend button that goes inputs 1 and 2 and on one side, and then input on the other. Now this controls how much of the backing track you want to be in your recording and how much of just the guitar that you want. So you are recording into 1/2, so if you do this, all you're going to hear out the phones is yourself, and you're not going to hear the recording. So you basically want to put this in a position where you can hear the recording but record more of you than the backing track. So you kind of want to have it closer to 1/2. So so that brings to about another point. So you've got basically in the USB you have 4 channels or 4 tracks going into the computer, and when you press this USB 3.4, you're activating those. When you take that out, okay, now you're only going to hear what you record, because you only record on the 1/2. All right, so I'm kind of jumbled here, but let me just summarize here. So when you're recording, you hit the 2 phones, you listen out of that, you make sure that the USB 3.4 button is out. Okay, so you're taking that out of the recording. You can blend it in again here if you like, but what you want to do is you want to put it closer to 1/2, so you will record on 1/2, okay, into the software. Now you also have to make this change on Audacity, and I'll show you that in a second. Okay, so here's the track that I just did. So in Audacity, if I get the cursor over there, where's my cursor at? Okay, use my cursor here to sort of point. So on Audacity right now, I'm on 3.4. So that'll play everything back. Now when I'm recording, because I'm recording into 1/2, I need to switch that over to ProFX6 as I'm recording, okay? And again, in doing that, to control how much I hear out of the phone jack, I use that blend. But keep in mind that the more of the recording you play back, the more it's likely to bleed. So, but that's how you get that level. So you go ProFX6 while you're recording, and then when you want to hear it back with the backing track, you want to hear the blend, you go to 3.4, and then when you do 3.4 there, you have to go back to your mixer, okay, and you have to hit that USB 3.4 button. So it's a little bit sort of jumbling around and tricky, and it took me a while to figure that out. But just to show you the recording here, so let me go. So if you go up here, okay, if you look at this, that's the file I was playing against, and my recordings are down here below. So you can see that the recording is just straight guitar. Excuse me. It was just guitar being recorded without that onto it. So then I can export just that, the recording files down here, and I could send that to the individual that just wants the solo guitar, so that they can then incorporate it and mix it however they choose. So hopefully it's a little jumbled in the explanation because it's all kind of new, but hopefully if you're a YouTuber or somebody who does recording and you want to have the flexibility of being able to do some backing tracks for folks and have some isolated guitar, or if you want to be able to simultaneous talk and play on a live stream, so far this mixer has been able to accomplish both for me. So hoping that helped anybody out in my situation. I was looking at a bunch of tutorials and there was only one that sort of demonstrated that whole isolated guitar idea. And so if anyone out there is in that situation and they're using Audacity, which is the only recording software I use, I'm hoping this will help you. And yeah, thanks for watching. And if you like what you see, please think of liking and subscribing. On my channel I do a whole whack of things. I interview musicians, I review gear, I do live shows, and I also do original music. So take care everybody and have a great day.